What is going on, guys? My name is Paul. Welcome back to the new video. In today's video, I want to talk about shipping, especially United States Postal Service. So I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram about it, how I deal with it. Pretty simple. There's nothing to it. I don't do anything out of ordinary or out of my reach to get the issues solved. I think a lot of you already know, especially if you sell on eBay, that we've been having delays on our priority or our United States Postal Service, and we've been having a lot of issues where customers message us complaining about they are not receiving their items, and that's an issue. I mean, it is an issue that needs to be addressed, and the way I think about it is a lot of these people, they just don't understand. I mean, we all live in this world where we buy something online and we want it to have it in 2 days. Some Amazon locations are offering same day delivery. So we're all used to that stuff now. So now if the item is 3 days late, we all panic. A lot of these customers, they don't understand what happens. They're thinking they're being scammed. So the way I handle this is respond to these people in a very polite way. You'll see how many customers will appreciate your response and they won't even reply back. They'll pretty much forget this ever happened. There's those few that will. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but there's those few that will eat you alive. But don't let them do that to you. Don't let them take your health away for some stupid item that they purchased and that you're not happy with. Literally just respond to them. If they don't like it, take it back. And if you're in this business and you're not ready to lose money, you're in the wrong business. Every single business, every company I've seen, everyone loses money. So get used to it, buckle up. You'll lose more money by the end of this year. That's just the norm of it. That's how business runs these days. People are expecting way more than they actually need. So that's just how it works. So with this being said, I mean, a lot of people say, no, Postal Service is not doing their job. They're not scanning their packages. They're not doing. Our Postal Service, they've been nothing but amazing. Yes, they don't scan packages sometimes. Yes, they're lazy. Yes, they're having bad days. But if you start pointing things out to them, you're gonna piss them off by helping them understand, hey, I am running a business, by actually like talking to them, getting close, getting to know them. She literally come up to me and she's like, I'm not scanning no packages. I can't do it. I don't have enough time in the day to do it. Now, I didn't make it a big deal out of it. I didn't like start calling her boss and complaining. Everyone here on this planet, a human being, we're all the same. We all have a heart that beats. We all breathe the same air. We're not different. We're all the same. And whenever you're being nice to somebody that's helping you grow your business, whenever I started, I only had like 5 or 6 packages a week. And then I got to 30, 40 packages a week. And my mail lady, she was, we're back at my house. She was like, my truck cannot handle all this. So is there a way where we can figure this out and kind of, and I told her, like, this is just the beginning of it. We're gonna have way more. And she told me, like, hey, if it's possible, could you just take those over so I don't have to, because she kind of came to our house pretty early in the day. So she still had a full entire truck loaded with parcels for all our neighbors in the neighborhood. We worked out a deal where she would stop by on her way home and I would leave those outside for her. And we got her phone number. I just texted her like, hey, and sometimes she was late. Sometimes they're busy and they get to you like at 7. And I've seen a lot of people complain, like, why can't they do their job? If you put yourself in their shoes when you're loaded with stuff to do, I mean, I even, like, some days I pack, I don't leave here till like 9, 10 in the evening or at night because I'm packing stuff. It's time consuming. I know a lot of people have been yelling at Postal Service and hating on them. Guys, they're doing their job. And with whatever's happening in this year, I'm glad stuff is still moving. So don't be hating on Postal Service. Yes, there's those with attitudes, there's those with problems, but ignore all that and just enjoy the business. You know, whenever we all get together and enjoy, like for instance, whenever we get together for a Thanksgiving dinner and we all enjoy it, yes, maybe something was disgusting, but if you just don't say it, if you just avoid explaining your feelings to everybody else, the whole evening gets better. Everybody hangs out, everybody's having fun. Yes, maybe something was disgusting, just ignore it and move on. Same thing with business. If something didn't go your way, learn from it, change it. Like I said, our postal lady does not scan our items. And it's like, at first it was frustrating, but she goes back to her office and scans them all in. And so far this year, we have no issues whatsoever with that. We did not lose any packages, and I sell stuff in hundreds every week. And here lately, we've been having delays where things get to a place and they just get stuck there, and we had frustrated customers, but it's as simple as that. Just reply to them, hey, I understand you're frustrated. I understand you did not receive your item. As a small business seller, I don't have the means, or I can't help you get the item. I did my job. I shipped it out the same day I told you I would. It got shipped out whenever I was supposed to. I packed it well. I did everything I possibly could. Explain to them, explain that due to the Cyber Monday where everybody's nuts buying stuff offline, most people know that end of the year, holiday season, it's gonna be hectic. And if you bought your presents on the last day, that's your fault. You could have done this in September when things were still cool, when things were still flowing properly. So the only person to blame is yourself. If you bought something and haven't received it, it's pretty much because you bought it too late. If you really need something that quick, just go to a local store and shop there. The only reason I'm saying this is because I'm seeing a lot of aggravated people are pretty much like screaming for 1 or 2 packages that they lost. Probably cost them $3 or $4, and they're making a big deal out of it. So be prepared to lose money. We're losing money in thousands every week lately because of all this, but I'm not complaining. It's part of the business. I was aware of this. I knew what I was getting into. And the thing is, if you know what you're getting into, like any team that loses, they do better, they practice, they do everything they could possibly do to win the next game. So it's pretty much the same thing in business. You will lose, you will fall, you will trip, you will literally fall and crash, but you get up, you figure out where you made a mistake, and you go forward. So, and the tip I wanted to share with you, if you're having more issues with United States Postal Service, use FedEx and UPS. Yes, it's a little more expensive, but it's not that much. Our priorities, yes, first class would kind of be a lot, and if you can't ship, just put those items on hold. Wait till this year ends. There's only 2-3 weeks left. Wait till the year ends, things get back to normal, and then start selling your cheaper items. And items you can actually sell that you can ship priority. FedEx would only be like FedEx 2-day delivery is only like $3 or $2 difference. I understand you'll lose some money, but losing money knowingly, like paying for the label that you know, yes, I'm losing a little money, is still way better than losing money when somebody says item was not delivered. They'll open the case, and if for some reason eBay does give the money back to the customer, you'll lose more that way. So buy UPS and FedEx labels and save yourself some headache. And the last thing, be prepared to lose money. If you can't lose money in this business, you're in the wrong business. Because a lot of companies, I was in construction too, a lot of times you screw up, a lot of times a customer wanted one thing, and then when they finish, they wanted another thing. But to make them happy, you just do it. You lose the time, you lose the money, but you keep the customer. And then they'll call you back again. Hey, I want to build this house. And that's how you grow. Yes, we all have our issues. We all have our problems in life. I'm a pretty picky person in life. Not everything goes my way. And I've learned that if you sit on something, you stress about it, your game, your business, your motivation gets lost. You get frustrated. You start hating your job. You start hating like the things you do. You want to go look for something else. You go see somebody on Instagram or on YouTube rocking and rolling in the business, and you're failing. It's probably because of you. You're the one that puts your emotional space in your business. Keep your emotions out of it. Just strive to be happy. That's the only thing that motivates me and drives me to come here every day and do the thing. As you can see, working on this Tundra, but that's what motivates me. That's what keeps me moving. It's the drive. I am happy at my job. Yes, I lose money. Yes, I talk to some annoying people in this world, but there's very few of them. And if you really focus on those annoying ones, it's not worth running the company. But if you focus on the 98% of humans that buy from you, that are polite, yes, they might not leave you a feedback for your service. They might never talk to you again. Number one thing, don't point fingers saying USPS's fault. Don't say, oh, it's the mailman's fault, because they're moving your stuff for you. If it wasn't for them, you probably not make anything happen at all. Within this season, I mean, I would want everyone to just be nice to others. I mean, it's the best way of life. Whenever you're nice to somebody that is rude to you, isn't polite, is screaming at you, is lying to you, taking advantage of you, and you're nice to them, trust me, that rock goes in their heart and it sinks in. And there's very few people that don't see it at all, but a lot of them that I just have experience with people wherever they were accusing me of things, lying to me, telling me, hey, especially like on the expensive items, like I've sold an engine for $6,500 and this guy calls me, starts screaming at me, you sent me the bad engine, it's knocking, and just on and on and on. I told him, hey, open the return, send it back. Then he called me again. He was messaging me, emailing me, saying, I'm not sending this garbage back. You sent me the wrong engine. And that's when I started this business. It was one of those days where I felt like, you know, if I just refund this guy all his money, like I'm out of all that money, but in reality, I'm only out a couple $100 because the vehicle that I bought was cheap enough and the parts I already sold off of it, I already made the money. So even me losing that, yes, it's unfair. Yes, it was painful, but I learned from that. You gotta be able to lose it. Sometimes you gotta lose your money and just, so the guy never sent the engine back. The guy never, I mean, he was literally calling me nonstop. I thought of going to law enforcement just to kind of see what they would do in this instance. He was an out-of-state guy. I wasn't afraid that he's gonna come hurt me. That was not the problem. It was just the emotional attacks. So what I did, I mean, after like messaging back and forth, not necessarily arguing, but explaining to him, I just literally told him, like, hey, okay, so I'll refund you the money. I'll just give it back all to you for one condition. You send me that engine back and I'll provide you with the label. He never did. He never sent the engine back. I was polite. I said, I'll give you all your money back. I'll refund you all the shipping you paid, and I'll even pay for, he never sent it back. And he pretty much wanted to, you know, get a free engine from me. And he did. I sent him the money back and he stopped. He stopped annoying me. He stopped, because I felt like whenever somebody's bugging you that much, you actually forget about all the other good people around you that actually buy stuff and don't return it. And I mean, not necessarily return, but don't tell you sent something wrong. I don't mind about returns. If you return something and it's your mistake, your fault, or something broke, I'm okay with that. But what it made me realize, I was like, if I want to keep running this company, I gotta be able to take all the, like, to listen to that and just ignore it. So nowadays we offer full refunds. Some cases we do try to get like 5% out of that refund and explain to the customer that since it was not our fault, we decided to take 5% off of your full purchase price. A lot of them just don't care about it. They're like, okay, you know, it's part of the business. Like 1% of people will actually open a case saying they did not get their money back or in full. If somebody really bugs you and you can't afford to refund them, don't sell expensive items. It gets you stressed, it gets you unhappy, you get to that point where you start hating people. So to avoid all that, find somebody else to do your returns. Find somebody else to literally click the refund button and forget about it. You won't even know it. And that's what I've been trying to do here. One of my employees, she does all her returns now. And I can honestly tell you, I'm a lot happier now. And pretty much that's why I'm making this video. I'm a lot happier in my life because I don't have to deal with a lot of this. And she doesn't care really, because it's not her money necessarily. It's not like she's losing money out of her own pocket. So for her, it's easier to make those calls, just full refund and forget about it. Yes, we're losing money. We're losing thousands of dollars. I am still growing the company. It's not like losing thousands of dollars. I'm not making hundreds of thousands of dollars. You gotta balance things out. You gotta make sure you understand that running an online business, there's always gonna be crooks, there's always gonna be liars, and they will do anything to get their money and keep the part. But lately there's been very few of them, and if you're polite to them, if somebody tells you, hey, I didn't receive it, just be polite, be nice, explain to them what could have happened, and 90% of the people will understand, and they will wait a little longer for their items, and they'll be okay. There's those few 10%, so that's very little compared to, so you'll have like 10% of all your returns that you lose money on. That's not a big deal. If you focus on all your returns and trying not to lose that dollar, you're not gonna make much more, because you're gonna be constantly worried about losing that dollar and not making that $100, $200, $1,000 that you're able to make. So that's kind of how I stand. If you're having trouble with USPS, ship FedEx for now, ship UPS, or even put your store on a holiday, grow your inventory, draft a lot more, do something. If you sit there stress about losing $1 or $2 or $100 or $200 or $1,000 and not making that $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, you're losing way more. Just think about it. I hope you all are doing good. I hope all you're enjoying your holidays, getting ready for Christmas and New Year's, setting some new goals in life, setting some new goals in business, trying to do something better, trying to figure out how to do things better, trying to figure out how to sell things quicker. I hope all of you are doing amazing. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.